It's been a while. How's everybody doing out there? I've been busy, put it that way. I've been really busy. You know, it's been getting a lot of love. I really appreciate it. Seriously. The subscriptions is coming up. Yeah, we gotta please, this is important. You know what I mean? Anybody that you know who's interested in joining this platform and trying to be a part of the solution, then yeah, I want y'all to subscribe, man. Let's get these subscriptions up. Push them like buttons, man, on my channel. And I needed to get to a monetized situation so I can get better and do better. Hey, Assalamualaikum. Let me see here. What's this happening? What's going on? What's happening, y'all? Let's see if he can come on. What time is it? Oh, he working. He working. Yeah. It's a boy. What's happening? You coming on?
What's going on, bro?
Like,
Islam. What's good?
You getting good?
Yeah, man. I just got in from work not too long ago. So
Okay. Okay. I just got on for the people. You know what I mean? I'm just explaining to them, what I've been doing, what's been going on. We be getting a lot of love from a lot of different people, and people is genuinely interested in learning more and wanting to do more. You know what I mean? I've been trying to put things together so people can support. So when the paperwork come back and we be able to establish that as a company, then we can move forward. But a lot of people don't really know who you are, and I wanted to give you this opportunity to introduce yourself to the people, man, because we on live. Everything going good, you know what I mean? So,
hey, Rock, give me 1 second. 1 second.
All right. Yeah, the brother's at home, handling his home business. We are partners in this nonprofit, Prodigal Sons and Daughters. Even behind the scenes, doing a lot to help this progress. So that's what I just wanted to bring him on and introduce him to y'all, let y'all know who he is. You know what I mean? So go ahead, Sabor.
Peace. My name is Brother Sabor. I'm also President, CEO, Co-President, CEO, Prodigal Sons and Daughters.
Talkheavy.
like you represent the logo.
Represent, baby, represent. Go ahead.
And
go ahead.
That's pretty much it. What else you want to know?
No, man. No, man. See, they don't know you, bud. They don't know you, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you like I know you. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, give them the background story. Give them the background story of where we come from and how we met.
Okay. Well, I did 15 years of 1993. I think I fell for shootout with the police, robbery. Um, Wound up doing 15 to 33. I met Rockmine down Gratisport. So we both members of the Nation of Islam. So with that being said, sometimes in the Nation of Islam you don't settle in one jail. You know what I mean? So basically I went to about 7 different jails before I even met up with Rockmine. Rockmine, I went to 1,000 other different jails before he met up with me. But when we met, I was kind of on my way.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
In those times, I'm saying in the 90s, you got to think about the Nation of Islam or just to be Muslim in prison around that time when 9/11 hit. It was real different. You know what I mean? Because
Yes, it was.
emotions was high. Put it like that. Emotions was
Yeah.
high and people were sensitive. So anything got to do with Islam, and if you really holding it down, you know, there's something to come with that. But
Yeah.
he dealt with it the way he dealt with it. I dealt with it the way I dealt with it, and we dealt with it as men. And we came home with our heads, you know, what I mean, upright, no blemishes on us. And that means a lot to me. So we kept in touch. Like we talk every day. Well, you know, if he takes care of business, I'm not taking care of business. So things has evolved with that. And we came home. We started a nonprofit, amongst other things. And we've been moving it, man. We literally came home with nothing, like not one pair of old socks. so so it's like we literally came from nothing. Like everybody said they came from the bottom. Like we literally came from under the bottom. so and you know they had a saying in there. They said, you know, when the curtains open, showtime. And that's what we
Showtime,
did.
baby.
That's what we did. You know, we
Showtime.
started showing them, but we started showing them by moving in a way with the teachers. But we wasn't out
Mm.
front, bow tied up. No, we wasn't. Doing like that. But we was implementing the teachers. Period. I mean, with no
Period.
costume or nothing. So, and it showed within times. I mean, this brother been multiple business owners. Now, I myself have my own business popping up. Then we have, you know, the nonprofit. So things been rolling, man. They're so improved that basically you can make your heaven on earth. You know what I mean? If you focus on what you got to do, and you believe in yourself. And not only that, you got a team. I mean, you got a team to believe in you too. I mean, you can push it forward. You know what I mean? So within those 15 years, I done bought a home. I done bought nice cars. You know what I mean? We ain't in the hood no more. We in the hood, but we not in the hood. so it's like sometimes you know what I mean, we just gotta sit back and count our blessings. But that being said, me and bro Rockman have a lot of history. We basically came home together. I mean, maybe like a month before him, I think, something like that.
Yeah, about
But
2 months. About 2 months.
about 2 months. So you know, we came home together and went back together. and went back together. Yeah, we both went back for a little minute. You know what I mean? We had to learn our lesson. And we've been home ever since. Now we come back, we've been home ever since. So, you know.
Hey, support. I wanna ask you a question, man, because the
Yes,
people
sir.
gotta know this, man. People really gotta know this, man. You know, we went out when we was on our way out. You know, we went in stages. So, you know what I mean? We went through the programs, the situations, and ultimately ended outside in the OSU, and then we went
Yes,
home.
sir.
You know, on to the halfway house, right?
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
went
sir.
home on pre-release, and so when we went out, when we was going out, we had good reputations in the penitentiaries,
No
right?
doubt. Yes, sir.
Uh, no blemishes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Um, but when we came back, see, everybody had high expectations of us when we left.
Yeah.
And when we came back within a year, right, of going out, right, I want you to explain to them the feeling that you had walking through those halls again.
Well,
after doing all this time.
I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I got a couple stories about that. The first thing, man, the first thing that messed me up was the COs. Like the COs is like, yo, we ain't never think he was coming back. The COs were the first ones. Was like, yo, we ain't never
first ones
coming back. Like, what happened? They like, what happened? And I mean, like, what happened? And I mean, like, they was like amazed that to see me again. So it was this one cop, right? It was this one guard, man. Like, me and him had a little report. Boy, Will, dark skin Will.
Oh, Will, yeah.
So we had a little.
He was in the OSU.
No, not that one. The dark skin heavy set. Well, he might have came later though. But
yeah.
So I'm kind of like staying away because he play around a lot too. So I'm like kind of staying away from you, right? I'm like, you know. So finally, one day I was going to the gym. He see me. He's like, damn, threw some leg on. He's like, damn, what you ducking me? I looked. I said, well, man. I said, man, I'm ashamed, man. I said, I'm ashamed I'm back. So he was like, he looked at me, like, you know what, man? I respect that, man. He said, because these dudes coming in and out and don't even affect them. I said, I ain't even want to see you. I was ashamed to see people. You know what I mean? So, and it's like when you see people that had that type of expectations for you, it's like you let more than yourself down. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you let a lot of stuff down. And another thing was that by me doing all that time before, when I came back, I was like, how the fuck I do all that time? Because it was so much different. And I was like so much aware of the world now, right? So I just doing top tier, man. I was just doing top tier. It was like, yo, you all right? And I'm sitting back saying to myself, like, it's 500 people on this block. That's at least 2,500 families they done fucked up. I mean, I'm like, because it got to be their side, your side, the other victim side. I'm like, damn, I'm not looking at this shit like, I looked at the whole thing like way different, man. Like I looked at it way different than before I left. And I was determined, like, yo, I'm done. I'm like, I'm done with this because at the end of the day, you a Vic. I mean, if y'all younger, y'all probably don't know what a Vic is. It's like you a sucker. I mean, something like that. If you be coming in and out of that joint, man, it's like for real, like you come home to women, money, just breathing. You know what I mean? Just breathing air. And it's like at the end of the day, man, there's one thing I want to say, as the youngest listener, man, at the end of the day, man, nobody pays like your family, man. When you go through that, nobody pays like them, man. You might be able to do the time, but mom, grandma, your daughters, that shit gonna fuck them up. You know what I mean? That's what that shit is all about. On some real, it's about that. Separating us from them, and then you got another generation coming behind you to that same shit because you ain't dead. So you let the whole squad down. You just let yourself down. You let the whole squad down. And your people. That's the only people gonna give a fuck about you. It ain't even when you come home. So there's one thing you get out of that, man, like, cuz, take heed. Cause this thing real. And check this out. Old head told me when I came through, he said, damn, youngin, what you thought they ran out of numbers? he's like, this how you running around the streets. Like you thought they ran out? like they ain't running out. They start making signs and symbols. I mean, you'll be hashtag 007 in a little bit. You know what I mean? They gonna do something for you. They'll do something for you. But with that being said,
some boy, man, let me tell you something. See, I wanted the people to know, other than myself, to change. See, what y'all missing is how he felt. How he felt on coming back, leaving on such a positive note. You know what I'm saying? Leaving with such high esteem, and how he felt when he came back. See, that's when you know when you're done. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's when you know when you're done. Like when you feel it, like, nah, man, it's some sucker shit. Like, we both felt the same thing. We both felt the same thing. And and for a lot of people that don't know, inside, when I left, I was the minister of Muhammad's Temple of Islam. So I'm a high-ranking official in the Nation of Islam under Minister Mutaqwan Ali in Muhammad's Temple. So the regard that I got on leaving, like the Brotherhood had hopes of the help that they receive from the connection that I can make on being out there with them and, you know, the situations outside. And so it was like when I came home on a mission, but my mission first was to my family. And because they the one that really suffered during the time that I was gone. So my mission was to actually regain that family bond that we established, that we had when I left. You know what I mean? And of course, I helped as much as I could, but to come back like that, the feeling that I received, the feeling that I got, that I had, was like total. I was actually, how you say, brother? I went a little crazy.
Oh yeah. They peeled your wig back with that junk.
Hey, listen, man. I can't really describe the feelings I had when I walked through them damn halls again. Like, it was like I was punch drunk. It was like somebody hit me with an 8-piece combination, and I'm dizzy. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, because I was like out of there. You know what I mean? And my survival kicked in, and I was, man, I'm getting out on bail. I'm all on that type. Hey, support, what you told me, man?
I said, man, Rock, you ain't going nowhere, man. I said, you got to bump this thing all over. I said, you was on pre-release, man. I said, shit, they ain't doing that. I said, they ain't doing that, man.
I honestly thought that I was leaving, man. I'm serious. I thought I was going out on bail. This is crazy, man. But
my whole thing was like, I just got to fight to get back outside. I was like, I'm not trying to be around this. If I got to be here, I want to be out there. I'm like, I ain't trying to be around this.
So like that feeling, man. You know, that's when you know when you're done, man. And it's been over. How long has it been now? That was in.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I ain't know how long it was, right? But I'm gonna tell you how I know it's been that long. It's been 15, 16 years, man.
Yeah.
And I even dig it because I ran the Flav I ran to his rap one time, and I was about him. I was asking about Flav, and I was like, he's like, yo, when you came home? I was like, 2000. I came home in 06. Right? I said, I came back in 08. He's like, damn. Right? He's like, 08. The way he said it, I started doing the math. I'm like, damn, that's 15 years ago.
Wow.
I'm like, damn, that's 15 years. It don't seem like it.
It don't seem like it, though, do it.
Nope.
But you know, we both ultimately, you know, beat whatever it is that they had, and you know, I had to wait to get paroled out. He went straight back out, and we ain't never looked back since. And see, the reason why we connect so much, all right. The reason why we connect so much is because like minds think alike. You know what I'm saying? And the mission that we have in life is similar. So we follow the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And that's our spiritual you know, mental perpetude that keeps us, you know, moving on the right path, that keeps us straight. See, we have boundaries and limitations on not on where we could go, but what we would do. You know what I'm saying? We place limitations on ourselves, you know what I mean, so that we can thrive, so we can get better. You know what I mean? Our only aim and purpose is to get better and better, you know, as men, as people. But to deliver the 17 million dead to the Lamb of God, that's like a, what he's saying is, he's saying that the people, not the number of people, but we talk about the ones who've been downtrodden. We talk about the ones who are lineages of the slave trade, the chattel slave trade. You know, those of us who suffered, our ancestors suffered through the test of times, living in, you know, being captive in this country, and ultimately being to who we are now. You know what I'm saying? That's that mode we come from. You know what I'm saying? So that there is for that mindset, not just the people or the individuals or individuals cult, but the mindset. We changing the mindset into a new mindset, into a new way of thinking. But you know something, our generation, we're a little stuck, I believe. We're a little stuck in our own livelihood and our own way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that, you know, we discredit that our younger generation because of what they have done or in what they continue to do. But I look at it as, you're looking at the result. You're looking at, you know, that's the result. We got to understand what's the cause. You know what I'm saying? You know, the cause is the decisions that we made. See, that's the thing that people is not realizing, that we got to own up to our own shit. You know what I'm saying? We really got to realize and see that the decisions that we made ultimately affected the next generation. You know what I'm saying? Because we got caught up in that syndrome. We got caught up in that epidemic, that crack epidemic. You know what I mean? On any level, about 70% of the inner city population got caught, and the population itself got caught up in that epidemic. And that epidemic took us away from our family in any shape or form for decades at a time. Some of them took them away forever. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, what that did was that stopped the flow of information, the most important aspect of life, of generations. You know what I'm saying? The one thing, the one key that keeps a civilized society civilized is generational thought patterns, generational information, generational finances. You know what I'm saying? That there just wasn't injected into these kids, so they have no guidance. We look at them and we say, why are you doing this and why are you doing that? But we never instructed or guided them or raised them as to how to act the way we were. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, you know, I'm bringing about, you know, we bring it about hashtag talk heavy, and it's a contingent. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to really see that, wait a minute, hashtag, that's an exclamation. That's something that this generation uses to heighten or magnify something. You see what I'm saying? So I look at it like hashtag talk heavy, because that's what's needed. That's what's necessary. What's necessary is that we got to establish that rapport, that bond, that relationship, because if we were devoid of the relationship from our elders when we was coming up, we'd have been worse than they are now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know, I'm looking at it in that aspect, and that's like the breakdown of why, or the birth of hashtag talk heavy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, give them to him, some boy, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. Y'all brothers don't know, man. When it comes to speaking, this brother here, you know what I'm saying? He put it right. You know what I mean? So you know, express to him, man. Express to him what's up, man. Says.
Well, where you want to start it?
Well, let's start with this, right? Hashtag talk heavy is about, you know, we making it as a podcast, right?
Okay.
And the reason for it to be a podcast is so that it can be established as a platform, because we're trying to magnify a message. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to magnify a message, and the message we're trying to ingest it into the people, you know, to the people that it needs to be ingested into. You know, we targeting a specific, you know, people. We targeting our own generation to really be open and transparent to their kids, and try to get and feel how they feeling, so we can properly diagnose, you know, the problem. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so we'll start there.
Well, from what you're saying is like it's a generational gap that got to get met on both sides. They got to kind of get met on both sides, because even though like a lot of them youngers got a lot going on. I mean, it's a lot we can learn from them too. Like
talk heavy.
So like myself, you know, a lot of my friends, a lot of people I grew up with, you know, our fathers left us, right? When we was young, but that made me a better father.
Right.
That made me a better father. So sometimes, you know, old heads left. Some of them gonna be better old heads. I mean, so like I said, it's like in between. It ain't always like they are lost cause. There's a lot like you said, when you sit down and you talk to these young bucks, they listen, because it's like they missing that. Somebody with some sense is like talk some real talk to them. Like they really miss that. But as an old head, it's like I just learned to respect these youngsters, like respect them for men, as they men. They men too. So it's like a lot of times old heads be talking down to them. Like when I came on, all I always say, "Oh, young boys in the way, young boys in the way, young." Like I'm like, dang. So but one old head told me, said, you know, they bunch of said there's a bunch of pussy. All these little young pussies. I said, man, I told him, I said, man, a lion only learn how to roar from another lion. So it's like,
you know what I mean?
You can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at them. Yeah, I mean, if you was around, then maybe it wouldn't have been like that. It wouldn't have been like that, but, but you definitely got to come to some type of you definitely got to come to some type of thing. But we can sit down and like really talk to these youngins, man, like on both sides. Like they can talk to us, we can talk to them, because like you said, your experience alone is worth beyond money. I mean, because you can save people like I did the lift, right? And I picked a young boy up from Amazon. So we chopped it up. So I'm putting him on the CDL joint. So I put him on the whole joint, the run down, how you do it, how you go about it. I can get this. I showed him how to get in there without no school or none of that. So before young boy got out of the joint, he's like, "Oh yeah, you literally changed my life in 10 minutes." He's like, "You changed my life in 10 minutes, man." I mean, just from sharing information. I mean, he was young boy trying to get it. Like he had like 2 or 3 jobs. I mean, the whole way he talked to me, he's like, "I'm doing this, I'm doing that." He's like, "But I'm trying to do my CDL." So when he told me that, I said, "Cuz I can get you a CDL in like a month." Like that ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I brought it down to how I show him how to get it. Hey, a young boy got it on like, "Damn, oh, he like you literally changed my life." I was like, "Dang." So it's like that, like just from that small conversation with it ain't even got to be your young boy. I mean, it ain't even got to be your young boy. It could be anybody. And it might, you never know what he going through that day. That might be the joint to put him off the train track.
That's right.
I mean, like you don't even know. So it's like we gotta do better on both sides, man. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for these youngins, and I listen to them. I listen to them, I talk to them, and I learned this, man. Sometimes I can't put my personal ideals on somebody else, even though my personal ideals are strong. I realize I can't do that. I gotta let them, you know what I mean, be them sometimes. You know what I mean? So
see, support. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You always come up. You always hit them key points. Now, let's talk about that.
mm-hmm.
About us impressing our views on them.
Yeah.
That right there is one of the keys that need to be solved, because for one, we don't even know what they're going through. We don't even understand the traumas that they have from going through whatever it is that we're going through. The only way for us to know is to talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's for them to open up and let us know. That's how you can properly diagnose it. And when you just said that we got to stop, you know, we got to look into them and get that information from them. That's what's vital. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's vital, man. That's what's vital, man. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out, man. That's real vital, man. Yeah, man.
Like
Go ahead.
We taught, like you saying, how to get to that point. Is like we taught and trained. For one, must be a good listener. Two, think 5 times before we speak. So like sometimes when you be ready to let off, you gotta sit back, like maybe like dude ain't ready for it yet, or dude just doing good do, or not, this ain't the right time right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes we can still shine. Like we can still the whole shine in the room. Sometimes you gotta be humble with it. Like
be humble.
Let them do them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like let them do them, man. Cause this daytime. On some real. I mean, this daytime. They don't even dig it though. They don't even dig it like this daytime, man. Like, cause I just push. Well, we both push 50. We be getting that old man commissary. We be in the old man commissary.
Yo, damn. And 50 look good on us, man. 50 look good on us, dog. You know what I mean? You know, we stepped in the 50, man, with style and grace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, with style and grace. But see what the vision is to bring guests on this platform to illuminate certain areas in which we need developing in, because in order for a community to thrive, it has to have an economical impact. You know what I'm saying? And the economical impact that we've had has been as consumers, and right now, with these young fresh minds who created such wonderful, like the internet and this, even this YouTube, man, this is something special. You know what I'm saying? We never had this when we was coming up. You know what I mean?
No.
So they like expedited, your way of becoming successful. You know what I mean? Because they giving you the tools necessary to do it. You don't got to go through a third party no more. You can just do it yourself. You know what I mean? Like right now, we doing this ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it ain't cost.
But
it
you know
don't
what,
cost us nothing.
man? You know what I was just saying? Think about though, right? So you talking about how you get back at this younger man. At the end of the day, man, we grew up in that era, man. We came in at the end of the game or whatever. Now, I mean, we was coming up at the end of the game or whatever. But that format that we had back then, we was already given a blueprint. You gotta start bringing that. We gotta start bringing that community aspiration, that part back. Now, I mean, even if it's something small, like how y'all be in the park. Now, I mean, or how y'all go down the projects put the grill, whatever, baseball, softball, whatever. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? But just to have them around each other and this that family and that's that family setting again. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that alone, man. It might have to start with the ones that's under 15 now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
might start with the number 15 and under right now, because 15 and over
Mm-hmm.
gonna be something different. You know, that's something else we gotta deal with. But the youngest, you gotta start with them. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta start with them. Get them something to do. You know what I mean? Give them
That's what I
something to do.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
Give them
Yeah.
something to do. Give them something to be proud of too. You know what I mean? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to get back to, man.
That interaction, right?
Interaction, man. Community.
Yeah.
All that. Like the bull said, he said they took the neighbor out of the hood. Now it's just the hood.
Yeah.
Took the neighbor
Yeah.
out of the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's just the hood.
Yeah.
We gotta bring the neighborhood back. I mean,
That's true. Yeah, it's
yeah.
true. That's true. No, real
Fuck
talk.
the hood.
That's true.
We've been in the hood
Yeah.
too long. We want the neighborhood back. Where you can go go over here, touch with some bread and some motherfucking milk, a warm meal or whatever if you ain't got it.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Wow.
we got to get back there. Know what I mean, like this is how far we came. We came a long way
Yeah.
from that shit, man. Came a
Yeah.
long way from that. So it's like we gotta get back there.
No,
Get back
man.
there,
I remember, man. We was out in the OSU, and remember they had the pool table and some joints out there, in the pool table and everything. We was shooting pool,
Yeah.
and it's just me and you. We shooting pool, we chilling. We came back from work, and we were just shooting pool, and the boy came in, and his energy was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We was in the OSU, and we were shooting.
I know exactly talking about the fat bull, kind of fat, dark.
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah. His energy was crazy, right? And so we, he just, when he came in, and it was like he was like, yo, I got next, and it was like his energy was all crazy. So you was like, yeah, brother, you know what I mean? If you want to play, you can play right now, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But is everything all right? You know what I'm saying? So, he was like, no, anything good, man. I just wanna, he said, but you was like, but your energy is crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was like, your energy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the boy was like, he was like, what do you mean? Let's say you coming in aggressively. Like, you know what I'm saying? You coming in like aggressive, like you trying to take something. You know what I'm saying? Like you bogarting or bullying, and you know what I mean? Why is your energy so aggressive? This here is not an aggressive place. Behind the walls is aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Aggression is behind the walls, man. When we out here, you know what I mean? We chilling and preparing for life out there. We not even, our thoughts not back there. We looking forward. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, but you know what I'm saying? You start popping on him. And he was a young boy too, but he was like a little big young boy. And young boy was like, he was like, man, I want to apologize, man. He said, you right. He said, you right. I came, but he said, but he just came out there. So the ability to pour that out, you know what I'm saying? The ability to pour that out of these youngins, you know what I'm saying? That's what's necessary. You know what I'm saying? To get them to be able to open up, you know what I mean? And not be always being the aggressor. You know what I'm saying?
That's the part right there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that there, man, that was a teachable moment. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, that that's what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Tact and diplomacy on how to respond, because you could have responded and broke his neck. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what you could do. You know what I mean? But the way you responded to that type of situation, you on the, you know, and you made the situation better. You know what I mean? When it was his energy, and his energy was aggressive. But what you did was you calmed the situation and then brought common sense and wisdom and understanding and guidance. And then he became better because he was, remember, he left on the you know, he did his joint out there, got the job, and you know, he went home on pre-release, you know what I'm saying? But the way when they coming from behind that wall and come out there, they aggressive because it's aggressive back there. But you in a different environment now. You see what I'm saying? And that's and that's what a lot of this generation is really going through, not learning or knowing how to respond. You know what I'm saying? They think they only response is to kill, kill, kill. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to respond with force. With force. You know what I'm saying? Two forces can't occupy the same space at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But you know, your response will be like the determining factor of whether you live or die, or whether you are still free, or whether you in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? It's your response. And that's the only thing that you're responsible for. And being responsible is having the ability to respond, or to respond with ability. You know what I'm saying? So that's a learned behavior. You know what I mean? That's something that these kids that never really had, and that's what a lot of what's missing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm in the process of writing a book about responding. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a key element. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that's like my son, man. Like he be spazzing, and I'll be like, yo, trying to tell him like already, like, yo, man, you gotta be in control of your own fucking emotions, man.
Yeah.
Because when we get like that, we get in trouble, like some real trouble, man. I'm like, you can't let nobody dictate how you feeling, man. Like, cause he just go. I'm like, yo, man, like, so she mad. So the fuck what? Like, people gonna be mad at you, man. They gonna be mad at you. Some people not gonna like you, cause like, but I'm like, you gotta control your emotions, man. Like, you ain't like it only take a second. It only take a second. I mean, put yourself in a whole nother situation because you emotional. Because you emotional. So it take a second. Next thing you know, you like, damn, how this happen? I mean, how this happen? I remember my first time I got upstate, right? The first time, man, I made the mistake, and I put something in the air, right? This is why I'm down. First I go, they had a show. Well, you know, I'm in the mountains. I'm hunting in the mountains.
Yeah.
So they go to the show. They in the show, man. This was an old white lady playing the band, doing some stuff. I'm like, man, what the fuck? In my mind, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with this motherfucker, right? So, well, I take it back to the hut. I go back to myself. I go back to the cell. Right. So now I'm on. So I'm looking around the cell like, man, these crackers got their foot knee high in my motherfucking ass right now. Right? I'm like, yo, let me turn the TV on, right? Turn the TV on. I never forget it was Dangerous Grounds or something like that. So they had crack over ass. I'm spazzing about the crack over ass. So I'm talking to my Sully. My Sully was like, I was like, yo, you talking about peace? Roster man.
Roster.
I said, no, I don't know the dude. His name was Kush. Kush, the reason why the Bulls could grow their dreads. Kush did like 8 years in the hole. I mean, because he didn't want to cut his own dreads off. So I said, damn man, Kush, I said, how can I find peace? So he's like, how old is you? I never got like 21. He's laughed at me. He's like, you too young for peace. He's like, you too young for that. He's like, cause you know, you young, you got that fire in you. You ain't think about peace. But we gotta figure out how to channel that fire. I mean, they're gonna have it. We just gotta figure out how to channel that now. You gotta take it somewhere else.
Man. I think this generation is the most powerful generation we ever had on the planet. You know, I believe that this generation encompasses the prayers that our ancestors been asking for, right? Because their
Fearless.
intelligence, you know what I'm saying, their agility, they, you know what I'm saying, they have the ingredients, right?
And they
But
fearless,
like I
man.
said, they are the ones who that disconnect happened to. You know what I'm saying? So that the values and the morals and the principles wasn't passed down to them the way it was passed down to us. So they have all this power, all this, and it's added on with anger and resentment. Man, that's a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm
Without a
saying?
doubt.
A
That's why I said
recipe
it
for
gotta be
disaster.
guarded. Listen, you remember I don't even want to get off topic though, but you
Yeah,
remember when the young boy smashed the lady guard, the young boy was
yeah,
from Ohio or something like that. We from up
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah,
But when that happened, right? So to give people a backstory on this, when we talk about, so sometimes you come into the truth. When you start
yeah,
studying stuff, you start realizing like what these people done to you and like
yeah,
how deep it go. You're gonna be mad. Now you're
yeah,
gonna be really feeling some type of way when you start realizing what type of number they put over on them. So you're gonna be
yeah,
mad. You start studying that history. So that's how the younger was. He was on tilt. Any about their work. I mean, like he
mm,
put it in. Like, he on tilt. I see it in his eye. I see it in him. So I'm telling Shaw, like, yo, you gotta talk to the brother, man, because he on tilt. So like
yeah,
before I went out on the yard, someone was like, yo, stay in yourself. I said, I'm gonna holler at you
mm,
when I get back. Go out yourself. So I go out in the yard, come back, the block locked down. So I'm like, what happened? Right? Somebody sent the guard on the mission down there to say something to him. And young boy split the broad wig. I mean, split the
yeah.
broad wig, went after somebody else in that
He,
service.
but, hey, support. Listen,
Yeah,
that was crazy. That was crazy because that happened on our block. That was
exactly.
crazy because he asked for the board, the dude guard. You know what I'm
They sent the
saying?
girl down there, fucking with it,
They
because they know the
sent the
girl
girl.
was gonna fuck with it.
That was
Yeah,
some nut ass crap,
yeah,
man. You gonna send a
yep,
chick down there, you punk ass?
yep, yep. And it wasn't even about him. It wasn't even about him. He just thought it. He was on tilt. But that just like I'm saying, like with that with that with that tilt and if FOI, what we do, we work out, right? We got
Yeah,
FOI, you know, we drill, right? We drill, we work
yeah,
out. I mean, you work that energy out, and not only that, you have a spiritual teaching to balance that out too. But if
yes,
you don't
sir.
got that, you ain't even got to take the spiritual part off, right? You don't even got the you ain't even working. We ain't even working it out these young boys. They ain't busy doing nothing. so
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
so it's like they it's an accident. Like my man say, we ride without brakes. You know what I mean? Drive without brakes. It's an accident waiting to
yeah,
happen. I mean,
yeah,
it's an accident waiting to happen. So it's like we, so you got to get them active. And not only that, man. If we're gonna be real about it, man, if we're not providing no type of economics, no type of funding, or no type of way for them to make some money, or get a skill or trade, it's like you talking to yourself right now. So it's like
See,
it got to start.
and and that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about bringing on guests, from the finance community, because I know a lot of them. I deal with a lot of them. You know what I mean? Wall Street Trapper, I ain't done that. You know what I'm saying? Donnie Wiggins, these, David Shands. A lot of these cats then instructed me on. I mean, not personally. Like I did never talk to any of them,
I
but
understand. What's up?
the policies that they put down, the SOPs that they put down, I grabbed from YouTube and I grabbed that information and I put it to use. You know what I'm saying? Because that they said this is what it's for. Put this information to use and you'll reach success. You know what I mean? But I've
Mm-hmm.
done it and I'm obtaining degrees of success that I have obtained using the way how they do it. You know what I'm saying? Using their program. I just put it in the work, but I never really, talk to them personally. I'm looking forward to it real soon because I want to have them on as a guest, you know what I mean? So they can really give our community, the information that they have, you know what I mean? That they
Yeah,
can utilize that can benefit that can better benefit them and their family. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's the one thing that we know that you can't do nothing for nobody if you're not in the position to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Your heart is in the right place, but what's that's going to help them? You know what I mean? So that's why having once the thing gets organized, because it takes time. We ain't got no real money, so we doing it on our own. You know what I'm saying? We doing it from the knuckle. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we doing it. You know what I'm saying? With modern technology, we utilizing it. You know what I'm saying? So, but the main thing is the people. All those who just watched on, all those who are going to watch on and listen on, because this going on my channel. You know what I'm saying? This going on #talkheavy. You know what I mean? YouTube channel, and they're gonna a lot of people is gonna be viewing it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want them to realize what's coming and what's going on, because a lot of them are asking, you know what I mean? What you doing now? A lot of them really be like clients of mine. You know what I mean? I pick up on Uber, or you know what I mean, and or they heard from somebody else, and if I just went on your joint. People is listening. You know what I'm saying? We got over 360 something subscribers right now, and that's a beautiful thing. Thank y'all. Keep it coming, y'all. Keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? And so we can get this into a monetized situation, so we can be able to do better. Because when it's monetized, then I could bring them. I can have a situation where I'm capable of bringing on guests. You know what I'm saying? And we could promote their products and do the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because each one teach one. We always been about that, and them people is willing to help. You know what I'm saying? We just have to have the platform for them to do it on. And that's the birth of #talkheavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, brother.
Hold on. Okay. My bad.
You know what I mean? Whew. So, but
leg.
Yeah,
leg.
No, I'm in the crib. Oh yeah.
I said my leg went to sleep on.
Oh, okay. Get up. Oh. Right. Dang. But man, boy. Damn, man. Yo, it's been damn, yeah, right. It's been like 15 years. What?
Yeah.
I officially came home in 2009. It's 2022, so you came home before me. So I officially came home in 2009. So that's 13 years for me.
Yep.
Thank.
There, but 2006. There. Yep.
This is the longest I ever been out free.
Hey, listen, man. I never forget, right? One time I was in the gym working out, and Fruit Brother come back. He come through, but you know how like the PV side. He on the PV side. So we working out or whatever. I said, "Damn, brother." I said, "What?" I said, "What happened? Like, what went wrong?" He's like, "Man, I stopped following the teacher." He left it at that. He left it at that. And I was like, "Dang." He's like, "Man, I stopped following the teacher." I was like, "Dang."
Yeah, and that happens. Yeah, I mean,
without a doubt,
it happens.
Just that
You know what I'm saying? It happens.
I lost, man. Listen,
up.
when I came back because I lost focus. You know what I mean? I lost focus, man. I thought I was free. I thought I was all the way free. Straight up.
We was in a halfway house.
Yeah. Yo. Like, man, listen, man. Everybody told my wife, I said, man, listen, I realized I can't do what everybody else would do. I gotta walk this fine line for a minute.
Hey, you know what? You know, it's one of the steps. You gotta go into them going to them halfway houses too, man. A lot of them brothers,
Yeah.
man. A lot of brothers gonna need help on the progression on exiting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them
In
brothers gonna
schools
need
too.
help on exiting, huh?
In schools too.
What I'm gonna do?
I said we gotta go into schools too.
Schools, yeah, all that. See, yeah, all that. Schools, um,
This shit is like echoing, right? Was like repeating.
it is.
Yeah.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
No, like it's like repeating. So like if I say something out here, yeah, it
Okay,
sound
double
like
joint. Yeah, double joint. But
it
maybe
might be
if I,
me.
yeah, it is. It's your joint. It's your joint. Cause
So
I don't hear
how
double.
I correct that?
I don't know. I don't know, but I guess as good as mine, man.
I'm gonna
I
click off
guess as
until I
good as
get back
mine.
on.
Huh?
I'm gonna click off until I get back on.
All right.